In 1913, being a millionaire was so rare, newspapers published their names. There were fewer than 10,000 millionaires in America, out of 100 million people. John D. Rockefeller was worth $1 billion. That's 1,000 times more than impossible. In today's money, $400 billion. But here's what really matters. Rockefeller's wealth was 2% of the entire American economy. If someone had that today, they'd be worth $600 billion. More than Musk, Bezos, and Gates combined. And in a second, I'll tell you about the 48 hours that made it possible. Because by 1904, Rockefeller controlled 91% of all oil in America. That's not a monopoly, that's total domination. February 1872, Cleveland, Ohio. Rockefeller walks into a meeting with 22 rival oil companies. 6 weeks later, after buying 6 in a 48-hour blitz, he owns all of them. How? He brought the railroads with him. And what he did next was so ruthless, it's now illegal. Here's the deal he made. Sell to me now, or the railroads will charge you triple to ship your oil. You can't compete, you can't survive, so you sell. And that's just tactic number 1. But the railroads weren't just his partners. They were paying him. Every time a competitor shipped oil, Rockefeller got a cut. His rivals were literally funding his empire without knowing it. In 1 year alone, he collected millions in secret rebates. That's hundreds of millions today, in kickbacks. But even that wasn't enough, because what Rockefeller did to small towns makes the Cleveland Massacre look gentle. And in a moment, you'll see why. Small oil refinery opens. Local entrepreneur. Rockefeller immediately drops his prices, below cost. He's losing money on every gallon, but he has $1 billion. How long can you last? 6 months later, you're bankrupt. Rockefeller buys your refinery for pennies. And here's the crazy part. Then he raises prices, higher than before, and there's no one left to stop him. But Rockefeller went even further. He didn't just control oil refineries. He owned the pipelines, the storage tanks, the delivery wagons, even the barrels. You couldn't compete at any level because he owned every level. By 1904, Standard Oil was the most powerful company on earth and the most hated because someone was about to fight back. 1902. A journalist named Ida Tarbell starts investigating. Her father was one of the men Rockefeller destroyed. She publishes 19 articles exposing every tactic, every crime. The public is outraged. Theodore Roosevelt takes action. The Supreme Court orders Standard Oil broken up. 1911. Standard Oil is split into 34 companies. But here's the twist. Rockefeller owned shares in all of them. After the breakup, his wealth nearly tripled to over $1 billion by 1916. Today, his tactics are illegal. The Cleveland Massacre, antitrust violation, railroad rebates, wire fraud, predatory pricing, Sherman Act violation. But those 34 companies? They became ExxonMobil, Chevron, and helped form BP. If this story fascinated you, there are more hidden truths waiting. Hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.